Are they burning?
They are burning, steaming.
Nice 16s there.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
well, this can only mean one thing.
One thing.
I'm working all about the bass, by the way. I'm Nathan.
I'm Lee.
And yeah, this is one of our occasional series of looking at bass players.
Absolutely.
Looking at different bass players and influential bass players. Which I was thinking about renaming guys who play precision basses, because generally that's...
It's generally... Yes, it is. Yeah.
All the ones we've done so far feature guys that play P basses, but with good reason, obviously.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And this episode we're looking at the dude that played on that track, a guy called Rocco Prestia.
Absolutely. Yes, yeah. So, of Tower of Power fame. So we were just having a look for it. So I literally joined as a 19-year-old in 1970.
Right.
The band, and just floored everyone with this particular technique, which was, say, what that track highlights perfectly, is that kind of dead note 16th like groove that
real pumping sort of thing.
Yeah, and with just a little few. And again, say talking about P basses, very very simple bass, like literally. Pretty much just half the tone off. Literally just turn that off.
Right.
That's where you base the sound, but then it's me practicing this in particular. That's where I was like, why isn't this not sounding right? It's too open. And then getting that left hand technique down where he's just muting a lot of what he's doing.
All right. Well, we'll have a look at that in depth in a minute, and we'll see how you do that. So 1970 is when it all started.
Yeah.
I mean, that particular track, What Is Hip? That was about 73, wasn't it?
That's it. Yep.
So obviously the guys, sort of really got their stuff together over those years.
Tying
because
up.
Because the drummer, the sort of classic lineup was drummer David Garibaldi. It was just incredible, amazing sort of pocket on this guy, incredible groove.
Great pockets.
So David Garibaldi and Rocco Prestia, right? That's what everybody thinks is the classic sort of Tower of Power lineup.
Rhythm section especially, yeah.
Yeah, and those guys just locked in just unbelievably well.
Oh, man, and you go through the rest of that track in particular as well, and just all the syncopated fills that he's throwing as well, to work with that 16th note. Again, they can sort of bounce off each other, can't they? It's like he's holding that like proper groove down, just that straight 16th.
Yeah.
And the drums can just, sort of bounce over how they need.
They're an amazing band. I mean, I've been lucky enough to see them. I think I've seen them about 3 times.
Oh, you lucky kid.
Yeah.
Nice.
Over the last sort of 30 years. I remember seeing him up in London about 3 times. And just incredible. What a great band. I've always been a massive fan.
And was that with Rocco as well, playing bass?
It was with Rocco,
all 3 times?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Because we were saying he's been currently. I don't think he's playing in the band. So like as we say now, I know there's a form of the band out. I saw their Tiny Desk concert, the NPR Tiny Desk that they did recently. It was brilliant.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, their new singer they got replaced at the moment, absolutely smashing it. But I don't know who they got on bass. Definitely wasn't Rocco. I know he's had some health ups and downs over the
Yeah, I
years.
think that's basically what's kept him sidelined for a while.
Yeah.
Rocco, yeah. But hopefully he's on the mend.
Absolutely.
Get well soon, Rocco.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So this technique then.
So this technique, so actually, well, I mean, why I picked the P bass, he was a P bass user, mostly in the 60s. I was trying to look for, see if we had like a 60s original around, which you don't have in stock at the moment. But these have got the...
P bass stands for precision bass for anybody that's just coming going, what the hell, what's he on about, P bass?
All these letters. Sorry. Yeah, precision.
Fender Precision bass.
Fender Precision, the first electric bass that was mass produced. And this, you're looking, this has got the newest incarnations of vintage modified pickups in the American Pro. So it's meant to hark back to a little bit of the original kind of sound instead of it being too bright and spangly.
Okay, right.
So it's a little bit subtle. This seems to be doing the job. I'm using a little Fender Rumble for in here, just for my, so we're literally sort of hearing it in the studio, but you're hearing it DI'd. So yeah, we'll see how it
because
comes
gear-wise, I'd imagine he must have used all sorts of stuff over the years, right?
Yeah. It was, I think again coming from that era that we've looked before, like with James Jameson being that Ampeg B115 cab.
I was going to say back in late 60s, just start of the 70s. There's not going to be a huge amount of
bass amps
of choice. Is there? None of this boutique stuff that exists now.
Oh no, yeah.
There literally probably would a handful of things to choose from.
Yeah, and I mean it seems like he's changed over the years. More recently, he's had some stuff with signature bits with TC. So TCL Electronic do their own sort of head for him as well. I think it's called the Staccato 51. I don't know if that's still available, to be honest. I know TC are going through a little bit at the moment, but yeah, have a look on there. There's some TC bits that he was using. I think he's now using Eden.
Okay.
So that's like an offshoot of Marshall. I think they distribute that in this country now. So, but we don't stock Eden. So I'm sorry about that. But we're just trying to get the closest sound in here today, and just talk about his technique. Just see if you can grab anything from it, and just highlight on this man that, say, without that, he's influenced a lot of this, like kind of soul, funk playing
I
along
think
the
so,
way.
because you can hear later sort of what Jacko was doing.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, Jacko loved the 16s, you know.
That's it, just getting a little bit more of that precise sort of grunty sound on it with the jazz bass, but yeah.
I interrupted you, I do apologise. No. We were going to talk about the technique.
So the technique. So we were saying. So I was playing. Yeah, I was playing around with this, and this 16th note thing is to get up to speed was quite tricky anyway. But even if you get up to speed and you're playing it open, there's still just it's too open. It's too open, and that's where you can hear.
There's no definition between the notes. You mean?
No, that's it. It's just that real, just standards velocity that's going through, and accenting the one that he does on that, accenting that one a little bit. But it's when you use that technique of muting on the left hand, which I'm going to show you. You're literally just putting everything else in front, so you're kind of instead of getting that open sound.
Right.
Just trying to cut off the notes. So
that's it. That's the sound right there.
Yeah. So you're holding that note down, but you're actually muting the note at the same time with the same hand, which is you can kind of get down on the one note. It's quite, but then as soon as he starts moving around,
and he punctuates those 16s with just little stabby bits, kind of like in sympathy with what the horns and stuff are doing. You know.
That's it. Yeah, accenting along with the horns.
Yeah.
So you got that first bit where it's which is just all on E, just all E's, different E's,
right,
but accenting, as you said, with the brass part.
Yeah.
Because the other bit that kind of walks a little bit more in the verse. And back into that real kind of, it's like a machine gun kind of sounding sort of accents, and you can hear
just
that.
Absolutely locked in with the drums. That's what it's all about, right?
Too right. Yeah, that's it. To say, him and the drummer, literally just that is all about their song. That song is just completely all about their pockets.
Fantastic.
Great.
And I do love David Garibaldi.
Man.
He takes the biscuit.
He does. Always. Keep him away.
A biscuit joke there for you biscuit fans.
So over the years, I mean, say 50s, 60s P bass. That was the classic, and as we said, like a lot of people around that same time using the same thing. He's now moved on to. He's got some signature basses. I tried to get hold of one, to be honest, but LTD don't have any in stock at the moment. Sorry.
Because I think that was quite a while ago that he did that.
It was, yeah. And I think that was, so that's called the LTD RB1004. Which is kind of like a PJ setup, very small body, more of a modern looking bass.
Yeah.
But unfortunately they weren't in stock, so we can't show you one of those, but have a look on the site. That was based on a Conklin boutique made bass. So in the States, I think they've made like a little bit more of an affordable version of that for everyone. So,
but the sort of classic tracks, you know, like this that we're listening to, would have been done just on a standard precision bass.
P bass. Precision bass.
Well, a P bass is
on a P.
They know what it means now.
Now you know.
Cool. All right.
So, and then from there, we went into, from What Is Hip, we'll have a look at Grooving on James Brown.
Diggin' on James Brown.
Diggin' on James Brown.
Should we have a little play of that one?
Fast forward like a couple of decades.
Yeah.
And again, you can hear that kind of type of playing where he's moving around the main chord. It's more of a blues, this is more like a blues, sort of bass line, isn't it? But how he moves to the notes and how he jumps up to the notes, you can hear that kind of skipping and that 16th note coming in. Points, which is really cool as well.
Should we have a look at that?
Shall we?
Let's do it.
Shall we?
Come on then.
We'll be back.
enough anyway.
Okay,
That's enough. That's enough. All right, cool.
Okay, right, yeah. So
so that was a
we
Tower
were
of Power.
digging.
Yes,
we were digging.
Digging.
No, it's digging without a G, isn't it? Digging on James Brown.
Yes, that was later on Tower of Power track, still with Francis though.
Yeah, absolutely. That was 93, like not early 90s.
This is one, I don't know if you know this, because Pino Palladino.
Yeah.
Did he name his son Rocco?
He did, yeah.
Was that after Rocco?
Was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently it was.
Cool.
Well, how about now? That is pretty cool, isn't it?
We had, so Rocco Palladino played on,
The Andertons.
The Andertons.
I know.
Yes.
Very nice too.
Yeah, look at that.
So do you think that's Francis's
Cohesion.
namesake? That's how about that?
That's cool, isn't it?
Well, if Pino thinks you're cool enough for that, then you got to be pretty cool.
You got to step up to the plate, ain't you? Named after Rocco.
Yeah.
And your dad is Pino. No pressure, boy. No pressure.
So there we go. All right.
Well, there we go. Bit of a taster of Rocco.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know Tower of Power, you've got to go and check it out, because maybe some younger guys that aren't aware of Tower of Power, you've got to go and check this band out, because they're amazing. They've been going for yonks. And they're still out touring now.
Yeah, I might say the latest I've seen. Check out NPR Tiny Desk Sessions on YouTube, and their set is brilliant. It's only like 15 minutes, 18 minutes, but 3 songs, and they will school you in why they are so good, why they've been around so long.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
They're major dudes, and it's just some of the best stuff. So go and check it out.
Too right.
And
hope you found this useful.
Yeah. All right. Well, that just about wraps us up then.
Yes, absolutely. We'll see you next time for some more sounds like.
Well,
We've got some in the plans.
Have you? Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We're not saying anything. No spoilers.
I've got a bit of an itch for the next one.
Yeah. I've got some cream for that.
Oh, thanks. Maybe you can give me a hand. We'll talk after. Love to see you.
I hope you've enjoyed this. We'll see you next time. Thanks.
Ta-ta.
Bye-bye.